Hello magical people and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to do a little what do you need or what do I suggest and was my favorite products while he was a newborn. I was going to do 0 to 3 months, but newborn stage is so different from even like month 2 that I thought I'd make a couple of different videos on that, and somebody wouldn't let me put him down, so he's going to be part of the video. We are going to be 5 months old tomorrow, and he is a chunky man. We're currently probably about 20 pounds and in 6 to 9 month clothes. So first tip, don't buy too many clothes. I have so many clothes he never even wore because he grew out of them so fast. And when you're in those newborn stages, I never really dressed him up to go out. We still wore our sleepers all the time, everywhere we went. Occasionally I'd put him in an outfit, but it was pretty rare, so I don't even think we wore 5 outfits while he was a newborn. And I'm considering newborn about the first month. That phase is just so different than anything when they get older. So you need really different... Hold on, I'm being drooled. So you need really different stuff for that phase. So this is some of the stuff that I'm saying worked for us during those phases. I liked Bibs because he did spit up a lot in those early phases trying to get used to formula, and then we were breastfeeding, we were doing all of that. And I liked the ones with the Velcro and not the snaps, because if he fell asleep with the bib on, I did not feel comfortable letting him sleep through the night or through a nap with that bib on. And it was really hard to try and get behind his head and undo those snaps without waking him, whereas undoing a Velcro was really easy. And these little triangle ones are cute, as well as they get closer to the chin than some of the more traditional bibs. So I would say this style bib worked really well for us when he was a newborn. On the subject of sleep, newborns love to be swaddled. I could not swaddle to keep him in it to save my life. He always got out of it. So the nurses taught us how to double swaddle while we were in the hospital, but he would get too hot and he would be like this much thicker with just the fabric of the swaddle. So it was not something that really worked for us. So I ended up really loving these style of swaddles. This is the Swaddle Me, and they are Velcro and really easy to do. You basically slip them in it like it's a sleeping bag, and then you just Velcro it around their body, and this was really great. I will say, about 2 months in, he started outgrowing these. I bought the bigger set, and it just didn't work for us anymore, so then we switched over to these swaddles, the Love to Dream zip-up swaddles. These we still use to today, but we have the kind that slips off. It doesn't have sleeves on it now, but it was a transform, so it... Really? So you could add the sleeves on, or you could take them off depending on what your child needed. These have a zipper from top and from bottom, so if you want to just change his diaper, you can just zip up from the bottom, and it makes it really easy and less fussy. Anytime he heard the Velcro of this one, because it was incredibly loud, and it would startle him awake, and then we'd have to start over. So this was great in those early days when he needed that really tight swaddle, but then the Swaddle Me was our favorite one. As far as sleepers or pajamas or clothes go, just get a bunch of zip-up sleepers. I liked the ones that had the handcuffs that flip over, so he doesn't have to worry about wearing mitts for his nails, and these were invaluable. So I just bought a bunch of these, and that's what he lived in. The ones that are even better are the ones that zip up from the bottom instead of from the top, because then you can do a diaper change without really undressing them at all. These were my favorite, and that's pretty much all he wore his whole first month of life. I mean, lifesavers. The mitts that we did use were this kind of style. They came off pretty easily, but there were some occasions where I did want to go out and we wore we wore these guys instead of a sleeper with the mitts over him. Then As far as toys goes, there weren't a lot of toys that he really loved during that time. I will say this was probably one of the only ones that he did like. You could slip this over his hand and he could kind of shake it and it would entertain him enough. I wouldn't say it lasted very long, but this is probably one of the only ones that worked. And then he could also chew on the ears. So if you got a hold of those, he would chew on them. And it worked out. You know, this is the best toy that we got for those newborn stages. Sorry, just knocked over my next thing. So next things are kind of medicine. You can't give them any kind of real medication except for some Tylenol, which your doctor will give you the doses depending on your child's weight. But when he had a stuffy nose, because Elliot was born extremely stuffy and he had all sorts of issues with that, so that was something that we struggled with a lot. This Simply Saline nasal mist for infants, it even has a special nozzle so that you can't go that deep. I don't know, can you see that there? So you can't go that deep into his nose, and he didn't care. Like, I know some babies, you stick this thing in their nose and they would freak out. Elliot was like, yeah, whatever. He did not care. And then I'd spray one in each nostril and then go in with everyone's favorite or their hated item. I love it. It's the Nose Frida. You suck the boogers out. Or the whatever. And this thing is amazing. It works really well. Elliot isn't offended by it. It doesn't bother him. So, and there's a filter up here so that you can never suck the boogers all the way up to your mouth. It grosses my husband out. He refuses to do it. I do it all the time. Doesn't bother me. Then on the medicine side, he was really gassy, but you know, they kind of don't understand farting and all that kind of stuff yet. So these Mylicon infant gas relief drops were amazing, and we gave him these all the time. It's just a little dropper. It's 3 ounces. It was really easy to do. These are great. Really, my favorite diaper cream is the Bordeaux's butt paste. It just worked well, and some of them are smelly and some of them are too thick, and like the Hello Bello one is gritty, so it's got like a texture to it, which I was like, ugh. This worked well, and we had to use it a lot in those early days because he was very sensitive down there. So this was some of the best stuff we got. And then I would say this bottle is our favorite bottle. We still use these bottles. This is the Komotoma bottle. I like it because the shape of the nipple here is like a boob, and the bottle itself is flexible. So it's really easy to clean, and there are only 3 parts. He hated the Dr. Brown's bottles. Those made him gassier than he already was, so those were awful. These were our favorite, and we still use them. He loves them. He can hold on to them too now, so these are really great. No, we're not teething yet, as far as we've been told. This is just what he does all day. Then we use these pacifiers. These are the Soothie. These are the ones my pediatrician and the hospital all suggested to use, and really liked them. They're just, you know, whatever works for your baby. This is just what worked for mine. Are you going to take this now because you're being grumpy? There. The other few things are, you know, things that made my life easier. Get a good baby monitor. Splurge on your baby monitor. I would say it's one of the few things I would say to splurge on. I didn't, and I regretted it, and now I'm kind of like in between with a weird baby monitor that's not my favorite. It works, but, you know, get a good, clear, I would say top-down, eagle-eye view baby camera is the best. The Hatch Baby Rest is amazing, and it has longevity, so you can use it when they're toddler as well. You can use the app to turn it on or off at any time, or you can touch the ring to turn it on. It's amazing. We really love it. And we also, I didn't get a Mobile at first, but then I got it because it helped him calm down before bed. Sometimes he would just be a wild man and not want to go to bed, so that was really great. investment, and ours has like a little projector, so it shows like a little scene and lights, which he was really into. But I think that's everything for newborn, which sounds like a lot, but in comparison to what we use now, it's not a lot. So I think that's all. Are you ready to go? Are you ready to go? Say goodbye. Thanks for watching, and we'll have a new video up soon about what is next stage stuff. Thanks. Bye.